Hey, have you ever thought about how your relationship with your stuff can help you to deepen your spirituality and your connection to the outer world? Probably not. That's what we're going to talk about. Stay tuned. Hi, it's Laura Giles with Pan Society. Thanks for tuning in. So, what I'm talking about today is how our stuff can hold our stories and how it can help us to connect to the stories of our ancestors and how it can help to connect us with the world around us. You're probably thinking, Laura, what are you talking about? And if you look around at your possessions and what you see is all mass manufactured stuff, then yeah, I kind of would agree with you. What am I talking about? Because with things that are machine made don't have the same personality. They are alive, they are spiritual, just like everything else, but they don't have the love and care that something that is handmade does. When you hand make something, you have to think about it. It starts as an idea. And then you have to think about what are the tools that I'm going to use to make this? And what are the raw materials I'm going to use to make this? Do I have the skill to do this? So there's a lot that goes into it. How did I acquire this skill? What's it going to be? And all of these things are putting you and your energy into the final product. So we might think of a basket as just a basket, if you went out and bought it at Michael's. But if you went out and you chose the reeds and you wove each one and you cut each one, that's going to be a totally different product, isn't it? That's going to be like a friend. It's not going to be so easy to just throw it away because you put your time and effort and your love into that thing. And then when your kids use it, they're going to think about you. And if you make something for someone else, then you do the same thing, but you're putting both of you into that. So if I knit you a scarf, then I did all of this. I choose the materials and I choose the tools and I spend all these hours making this scarf. So I've got my love in there, but I've also got my thoughts of you in there. So what a unique gift. This is why at winter solstice, we talk about giving little things, little handmade things, instead of having a big, like Christmas, where there's all these presents and they're big and flashy and store-bought. It takes time to make little things. And those things are so much more precious because there's a lot more thought into them. But two, so how does it connect us to the environment? Well, if we have to go out and look for the raw materials, then that's a relational thing too. So right now I'm really interested in having a walking stick. And I could buy one for really cheap. They're not that much. But I want it to be something special. So I'm going out when I'm walking in the woods and I'm looking for the right piece of wood. Now I have an idea of what I want, but I'm waiting for something to kind of choose me so that we can have a relationship from the beginning. And I'm thinking about, how do I want to decorate this thing? Do I want to carve it? Do I want to paint it? Do I want to have leather strips around it? Do I want to have crystals on it? What do I want it to look like? What kind of energy do I want it to have? So already, before it's even a thing, it's something unique and special and precious and sacred. And I'm sure that it's not something that's going to sit in a corner or be thrown away, like it might be if I just bought one out somewhere. So this is a kind of way that you might not have thought about that can help you to deepen your relationship with people and with your things. Learning how to craft is a skill that allows you to express yourself, to put yourself into things, that have something that lasts beyond you, something that when other people see it, they say, oh, I see you. And that's a really, really beautiful thing. A whole lot easier to love your things when they're made specifically for you and when they're unique. It's the only one in the world just like this. Even if it's something like a meal or soap. So I make my own soap and I use the same recipe all the time, but it's not the same soap. Each batch is different because where am I in my headspace when I'm making this? Am I making soap for you? Am I making soap for me? Is it a gift? It's different soap each time. My eggs are different each time. My chickens are different. I know how much sunshine they're getting and how much feed they're getting because it's a relationship. I give to them, they give to me in eggs. I give to these ingredients and it comes out soap and it's more reciprocal. So we talk about this give and take in the universe. And when you're doing that, you're kind of living your life. You're not just taking. When you're buying mass manufactured perfect stuff all the time, you can lose sight of that because it just doesn't have the same personality. So I'm asking you to think about it differently. And if you are a crafter, I'd love to hear what you do and how this brings out the spirituality in you.